Hello, you cool cats. This is Mina with a new episode of Steins Gate. And the last episode, I had a bit of recording problems. The other thing is that I was asked to read codex entries as they appear. Anyways, let's begin. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radikan. Oh shoot, I pressed a button. To TV. Whoa, I didn't mean to click that. I'm using a controller and I've never... the buttons went crazy. Dang it. So let me read it. Let me pretend like I didn't just do that. And all of the major stations in Tokyo, even To TV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone is hurt, but Chidori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba streets, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery! I see!
So
that's it. From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Okay, now let's also read the codex thing. What the? Why does it all... I don't know why it does that. Offline meet, Taku, UPX. Okay. Totally. Oh, I get it. Totally. I don't know if that was an intentional thing. Totally. A television network based in Tokyo. Totally. Airs more anime than other commercial television networks, making it a favorite among otaku. When a major news story breaks... My mouse is on the screen. Crap, that's gotta be annoying. When a major news story breaks in Tokyo, most stations interrupt regular programming to deliver a special bulletin. Totally is the exception, which has given rise to the joke, if Totally cuts to a special bulletin, the apocalypse is nigh. Daru and Mayuri turn and stare.
これもすべて機関の隠蔽工作ということだな。警察にすら圧力をかけられるということは、この国の中枢ももはや奴らの手の内にあるということ。なんということだ。
I really love that this voice actor is really going for it. I feel bad because I don't think I could put in the level of I don't know. I can't put in the level of chuuni that he's doing here. This is all an elaborate cover-up by the organization. Their influence has corrupted local law enforcement, which means our entire government may already be under their control. My God.
だが、俺の目はごまかせんぞ。いつか必ず奴らの所業を暴き、その支配構造に終止符を打ってやる。
But they underestimate me, for I am not so easily played. One day I will expose their deeds and put an end to their reign. Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda, from the fridge. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice-cold drinks are essential.
頭脳労働の後のドクターペッパーは相変わらず最高にうまいな。
Ah, elixir intellectualis. I don't know how to... Intellectualis. A drink fit for a genius.
コーラの方がよくね?
Cola's better.
オカリンは本当にドクターペッパーさんが大好きだよね。
Okarin really loves his Dr. Pepper.
この知的飲料の良さがわからないやつは人生の5分の1を損しているぞ。
I pity the man who knows not the greatness of this beverage. So something interesting that you guys might not know about me, but I live in right now in Texas, and that is the birthplace of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper has a very medicine-y taste for those of you who've never tasted it before, And I would say that it's one of those things that once you've consumed it enough, you start to like enjoy it more. I don't know if like the first drink of Dr. Pepper is necessarily one that you fall in love with. The thing that I will say is that out of every diet soda I've consumed ever, I would say that Diet Dr. Pepper is the closest to masking the fact that it doesn't have any sugar in it, which is, I guess, the best compliment if you like that flavor. I don't hate it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it, and so I don't drink Dr. Pepper that much. I pity the man who knows not the greatness of this beverage. Step through the curtain dividing its center, and you'll enter the heart of the Future Gadget Laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it's strictly off limits to outsiders. Yes, I know that the setup is cheap. I'd much rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poked Daru and bid him to follow me into the development room. All of the windows here are weather stripped with packing tape, so it's dim and hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased from my own pocket money, I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn and probably never will be. Daru, is the plan progressing smoothly? What plan? Dirk gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It's significantly larger than a newer home models. A cooking appliance which heats food by bombarding it with microwaves, originally called the radar range. The microwave was invented when a radar technician accidentally discovered that electromagnetic waves could warm food. Afterwards, the research continued and the consumer appliance version was launched in America in 1947. It emits electromagnetic waves at a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz. This is a special frequency known as ISM band, which is also used by wireless LAN devices. Consumer grade output is around 500 to 1,000 watts, and commercial grade output is around 1,500 to 2,000 watts.
計画は計画だ。8号機の挑戦以外に何があるというのか。
The plan, as in the plan, obviously I'm talking about perfecting gadget number 8.
ああ、そのこと。いきなり計画とか言うから何事かと思った。
Oh, that. How was I supposed to know what you meant?
そろそろお前との付き合いも3年半ほどになる。
We've known each other for what, 3 years now? We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though.
高2の時はクラス別でほとんど喋んなかったじゃん。だから実質2年半じゃね？
We were in different classes junior year. Actually, we didn't talk at all. So, 2 years?
細かいことはどうでもいい。それほどの付き合いの長さなのだから、いい加減俺の会話についてこられるようになってくれ。
Details. The point is we've known each other a long enough time. I expect you to keep up with me here.
それは無理。
No. Awkward silence. Man, all I want to do is have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff. but no one knows what it means except us. Shot down
それ
again.
で8号機の不調の原因究明は進んだか
So, are we any closer to figuring out what's wrong with gadget number 8?
いやまだ
Not yet. So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpacaman, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of that sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious futurist gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It's a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident and words. In other words, serendipity. Why is this I guess that's in case you don't know what serendipity means. The ability to discover something valuable when looking for something else. The microwave oven was born through serendipity. Oh, well, I guess if you wanted to kind of... Yeah, okay. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. Oh, we're about to go through here a lot. Future gadget number 1, the very first future gadget. A toy ray gun with the TV remote jammed inside. You can change channels by pointing it at the TV and pulling the trigger. However, the only supported button is channel plus. No other buttons like volume are usable. To turn the TV on, you must manually flip the switch on the TV. Its name is a reference to the classic Japanese robot anime, Mobile Jacket Gunbam. Gadget number 2, the bamboo helicam. A CCD camera mounted to a bamboo toy helicopter. The camera is attached to the helicopter's fulcrum, allowing it to record aerial footage unpowered. However, the image is rotating at a high speed, so you might get dizzy if you keep looking at it. The name originates from the sci-fi manga 22 Imon. Gadget number 3. Could this be Ora Ora? Oops. Future gadget number 3. A lie detector based on thumb perspiration. Though it might be more appropriate to call it a sweat detector, you have to admit it's a pretty clever invention. Its name is a reference to the classic manga Juju's Bizarre Adventure. Future gadget... Okay, so I accidentally clicked this, but I might as well read it now so that way it doesn't disappear. Future gadget number 4. An instant super humidifier. Uses electric heating coils to quickly boil a large volume of water. This generates enough steam to fill a room of 12 square meters, though it can only be operated continuously for a few seconds. It looks like a claymore landmine, which appeals to military otaku. Its name is a reference to the stealth action game Metal Moa Solid Rising. Gadget number 4, Mode Snake. Gadget number 5. Once again, I've made a worthless object by Goemon. Create. Future gadget number 5. Created by combining a dryer and a vacuum. The dryer is operated using the exhaust of the vacuum. Its name is a reference to the popular anime Lupin's III. Once again, I've made something worthless. Gadget number 6. The Salume Saber. Oh no. Crap. Gadget number 7. Ghost in the Ball. Okay, future gadget number 7. A gadget created by arranging 12 6-inch CRT monitors in a sphere. Small CMOS cameras are installed in the gaps between the monitors, each connected to the monitor on the opposite side of the sphere. This attempt at practical optical camouflage is the greatest masterpiece among the completed future gadgets, but its sheer size makes it difficult to store. Its name is derived from the sci-fi manga Ghost in the Husk, which has an anime adaptation. Future gadget number 6. A red chemical glow stick with a handle attached, allowing one to grip it like a sword, made possible not just with future gadget laboratory hardware, but also with chemical knowledge inspired by Spark Wars, a series of epic sci-fi movies. They can all be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist genius. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the phone wave. Name subject to change. Phone wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change at the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. When a future gadget is completed, the three of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology or names within hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Daru thinks my naming style is too ridiculous. It just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. Meguri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. And so our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. The phone wave, name subject to change, is, in short, a remote-controlled microwave. You put food in the microwave before you leave, and then on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. I wonder if this guy came up with this invention on his visual novel before the technology actually existed. I would like to go and figure out if he somehow... I mean, it's not unreasonable that somebody would have come up with this sort of thing, because I don't remember exactly when, but the technology for auto starting things from a distance already existed. So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the phone wave, name subject to change, has a second, unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy, Mayuri had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual, when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Since then, Daria and I have been searching for the cause. What?
マユシがやった状況を再現して何度も実験したけど、冷凍できたりできなかったりだし。
We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon.
バナナを冷凍してみようとしたら、さらにへんてこなことになったし。
And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird.
さっぱりわかんねえ。
I just don't get it. Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his t-shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again.
Mayuri! Mayuri! ここにバナナを持て!
Mayuri, bring forth the bananas!
またゲルバナ作るの？
Are you going to turn them into Gelbanas again?
前から気になってたけどさ、マユシ。ゲルバナって略さないでくんない？
It's been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them Gelbanas? I think it's Gelbanas. Is it Gelbanas? Gelbanas? Gelbanas.
だってね、ゲルバナはゲルバナだもん。
But Gelbanas are Gelbanas. I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave, name subject to change.
なんでいつも一房丸ごと入れるの？もったいないよ。
Why do you have to use the whole bunch? It's a waste of food.
ケチケチしていては機関との戦いに勝利することなどできんぞ。
Your stinginess could cost us the battle with the organization.
勝たなくてもいいよ。バナナはマユシーが買ってきてるんだからね。おかげでマユシーはちっともバナナが食べられません。
That's fine with me. Mayushi always buys the bananas, and now Mayushi can't eat a single one.
次からは1本ずつ使うことも検討しておこう。
Next time we'll only do one banana. But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. The phone wave, name subject to change, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? I What the? I checked my... Did I accidentally hit the thing? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Now where did I put... What the... What did I do? Okay. I probably should have saved. Okay, I'll just... save that. Where's... I'll go back and I'll catch back up. Hold on.
次
We're
から
almost
は
there.
1本ずつ使うことも検討しておこう。
Okay, blah, blah, blah. I just need to call the... Okay, now where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Now where did... What the... What the... it was a bit. It was doing a bit. Oh... Let's press the phone triggers button and call the cell phone and make a call to phone wave, name subject to change. It allows to confirm the controller settings from config of the system menu. Okay, phone triggers button. What was the phone triggers button again? I don't remember what button was the phone triggers button. Oh, okay, this is a phone trigger. Oh. What is all that garbage? Who's Ferris? Lukaku. Phone wave. Can I... Okay, it won't let me select any other ones besides phone wave. I'm connected.
RENG こちらは電話レンジかっこ仮です。
It sounds like Mayuri, so I think she was the one who did this. Hello, this is the phone wave. Name subject to change. This is the voice of Mayushi's guidance, the System Daru program to operate the phone wave.
マユシーの声聞こえてきた？
Do you hear Mayushi's voice?
少し黙れ。マユシーガイダンスが聞こえなくなる。
Be quiet, I'm trying to listen.
こちらからタイマー操作ができます。
You can operate the timer from this menu.
シャープボタンを押した後、温めたい秒数をプッシュしてください。
After pushing the pound button, please enter the heating time in seconds.
例えば1分ならシャープ60。
For example, press pound 60 for 1 minute.
2分ならシャープ120です。
For 2 minutes, press pound 120. Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave name subject to change to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 pound. That should do it. The method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, named subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate.
綺麗なターンテーブルだろう。普段と違って逆回転してるんだぜそれ。
Nice turntable, right? It's even spinning backwards.
何？逆回転？
Backwards? I never noticed that.
そこに重大な意味があるかもしれない。漁師の振る舞いにも影響してくる問題であり、奮闘の規則を導入して。
They might have serious implications if we look at the quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule. The rule governing the placement of atoms' electrons. Orbitals of the same energy are each filled with one electron of the same spin before any are filled with a second, also known as Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity.
あるわ。ねえよ。
Yeah, no.
ないか。
Not Hund's rule?
ないね。
No.
そうか。
Okay. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out.
ゲルバナの出来上がり。
Gelbanas are ready. What? The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave, named subject to change, had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time.
ダルよ、このバナナ食べてみようとは思わないか思うはずだ。我らの理念達成の犠牲となり散ったダルに敬礼。
Daru, you wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice will be forever be remembered.
すげえまずそうじゃん。
They look really nasty.
味は関係ない。食べることに意味があるのだ。さあダルよ、遠慮することはない。骨は拾ってやるから思い切ってずついと行くがいい。
The taste doesn't matter. What matters is that you eat it. So come on, Daru. No need to be shy. Break a leg or stomach and go for it.
いらね。
No way.
ではマユリ、お前にその名誉を譲ろう。
Fine, Mayuri. The honor shall be yours.
なんかね、ゲルバナは中身がデロデロでブニュブニュだったよ。
But Gelbanas are all goopy and droopy and soft and squishy. Wait, she already tried one?
味もしないし、全然美味しくなかった。
It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all.
デロデロでブニュブニュか。ダルよ、どう思う？
Gloopy, droopy, soft and squishy. Daru, what do you think?
ブニュブニュバナナか。ブニュブニュのバナナ。
Soft and squishy bananas, huh? Soft and squishy banana.
マユシ、あなたのバナナブニュブニュだねって言ってみて。
Mayushi, say your banana is all soft and squishy for me.
ダルくん、ダルくん、鼻血出てる。
Daru-kun, your nose is bleeding.
いいから言ってみてください。お願いします。
Please, just say it.
あなたのバナナ、ブニュブ。
Your banana's all soft and...
言わせるな、手の額。
Don't make her say that, you perv! Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Mayuri looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway.
ゲル状になったということは反固形。すなわち、分子同士の結びつきが弱くなっている可能性がある。
They're gelatinous, a semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there's a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. What could have partially liquefied the bananas?
そうか。
I've
わか
got
った
it.
ぞ。
I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand.
俺たちは冷凍機能だと思い込んでいたが、実は違ったのだよ。
What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. A bold statement if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised?
さあお前たち、なんだってと叫ぶがいい。ここは叫ぶところだ。
Now's the time to shout, well, what did you say? Come on, don't be shy. Their reactions are pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I had said.
冷凍機能じゃないのは分かってるっつうの。
We already knew that. Oh,
問題は、じゃあこの機能って何ぞ？何が起きてんの？ってことじゃん。
the problem is we don't know what it's doing or why it's doing it.
冷凍の逆なら解凍じゃないのかな。
If it's the opposite of freezing, then couldn't it be thawing them?
実に愚鈍な意見だな、マユリ。それでは普通の電子レンジと同じではないか。
What a silly question, Mayuri. What you're describing is just a normal microwave.
じゃあどういうこと？
Then what is it?
それがわかんないから悩んでるんだお。
We don't know, and that's the problem. He's right. To be honest, I haven't a clue. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibiru, a skyscraper with offices and a commerce center that opened along UPX in 2003, connected to UPX by overpass. There's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Short for Akihabara Techno Forum, a meeting hall located inside Daibiru. Several universities and research institutions hold special seminars here. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down.
ご覧ください。秋葉原駅前のビルに謎の巨大物体が墜落しています。
Behind me is a large, unidentified object that crashed into the building near Akihabara Station.
現在、警察による規制が敷かれ、ビルの前まで行くことはできませんが、遠くから見る限りでは、墜落した物体は人工衛星のように見えます。
The building is under police barricade. No one is allowed to approach, but from a distance, the object appears to be some kind of satellite. As we cross the overpass that connects UPX and Daibiru, I look to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off. How do I answer the phone again? Oh no, I clicked past it. I forget how to answer. That's how I answer it. Okay, so I need to remember that it's this button that opens it. My Yeti, Upa. No, I'm really sad about dropping my Upa. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Fatty Garo Froggy. Oh no. I feel your pain. That thing was worth a fortune. Our precious research funds, orange. Okay, I don't want to do that because I feel like. So is this like an option where it can only reply one way, or can I reply both? Let me go to this one because I feel like the top one's not a happy one. The one from last year, right? Thought you weren't interested. Ah, yeah, it is a choice-based thing. Okay, so I accidentally hit that button, and I'm really sorry about it, because, oops, I'm bad with controls. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off.
Daru はラジカンに見物に行かないのか?
Daru, aren't you going to check out Radican?
どうせ行っても見られないっしょ。もちろんネットに上がってくる情報にはほぼ目を通してるのだぜ。
No.
ワットちゃんのスレ数100超えたし、勢いすげえ。
No point. Can't get close. I've been following the news online though. There's already 100 threads about it on @channel. It's huge, man. Oh, so that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. We enter Daibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor ATF Assembly Hall.
あー、涼しい。生き返るぜ。あばばばばばばばばばばば。
Man, feel that AC. I'm alive. Unlike the lab, Daibiru has air conditioning. Yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar.
電話レンジ過去仮の件だが、俺は答えを導き出したかもしれん。
About the phone wave name subject to change, I might have found our answer.
そのカッコ借りてめんどいからいい加減やめるべき。
No, that name subject to change thing is really annoying. I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab members use name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name.
そんなことは今はどうでもいい。
Now's not the time.
お得意のとんでも理論でもひらめいちゃったん？
So, what's your latest ridiculous theory?
何を言うか。俺はいつもこの世の神羅万象すら超越した あらゆる可能性について思考を巡らせているのだ。とんでもとか言うな。
What do you mean ridiculous? My genius brain considers every possibility, even those of lesser mind would say break the laws of nature. Don't you dare call that ridiculous.
神羅万象超越ってつまり何でもありってことじゃね？理論ってレベルじゃねえぞ。
So basically, you're just pulling stuff out of your ass. You can't call that science.
ダルよ、電話レンジカッコ仮はシュタインズゲートを開く鍵だという気がするのだが、どう思う？
Daru, I have a hunch that the phone wave, name subject to change, may be the key to opening Steins Gate. How's that?
そのシュタインなんとかってところからして意味不明なわけだが。
Steins what? You lost me back at ridiculous, man. A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step off the elevator... I bump into someone. I quickly grab the person's shoulder to keep them from falling.
すいません。
I'm sorry.
No.
What? What the? It's a girl. It's not just any girl. And I recognize her. You. Impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Makise Kurisu.
何か
Is there something wrong? Kurisu frowns and tries to back away, but I don't let go of her shoulder. My grip tightens. Ow!
貴様、
You!
貴様は死んだはずだ。なぜここに？
You should be dead! Why are you here?
しかも
And you're even... There isn't a single blood stain on her clothes, and they're the same ones she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Yet as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured.
無傷。
Not a scratch.
痛い。離して。
Hey, that hurts! Let me go! Kurisu pushes me away. Then she shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief.
何なの？
What's wrong with you?
無事だったのか？怪我は平気なのか？いや、そんなはずはない。マキサ・クリスは何者かに刺されて血まみれで。
You're okay, but that's impossible. Someone stabbed you. I saw you lying in a pool of blood.
またその話かよ。
That again. Daru interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he said.
またその話とはどういう意味だ？
What do you mean again?
だって1週間前にも僕にそんなメール送ってきたじゃん。
I mean, you sent me that email like a week ago, right?
メール？俺が？
I sent you an email?
何をバカな。マキセ・クリスが殺されているのを見たのはほんの3時間前だぞ。
Don't be ridiculous. I saw her dead just 3 hours ago.
ちょっと勝手に殺さないでくれますか？私ピンピンしてますんで。
Hey, could you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine.
そういえばあのメール変な感じだったな。送信日時が1週間後になってた。つまり未来から来たっつうか。
What? What? You know, that message was kind of weird. It was dated a week after I got it, which means it came from the future.
未来から来た。
It came from the future.
ネットで妙な考察サイトでも見たのかダル。お前がとんでも理論を言い出すとは珍しい。
That sounds like something you'd read on the internet, Daru. It's rare for you to talk about ridiculous theories.
違うがな。確かにメールの日付は1週間後の28。あ、そっか。28日だから今日じゃん。
No, the date definitely was a week later. It came from, the 28th. Wait, that's today. Dara pulls out his phone and shows it to me. He's right. The email was sent from my phone. He received it on July 21st at 12:56, but it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 mails. Someone stabbed the Makise Kurisu. Don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? I mean, it looks like the third email got cut off. I do recognize the content though.
これは3時間前に誰に送ったメールだ。
This is the email I sent you 3 hours ago. But I sent 1 mail, not 3, and there should be more text. Did Dara really get this a week ago?
興味深いわね。
Interesting. Suddenly, Kurisu is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Dara's phone. Oh, right, the email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is why is she alive? Is she an illusion? Not an evil spirit? Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I'm a mad scientist. I timidly reach out to Kurisu's face. My fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky. Quite the cuticles.
ある。実体がある。やはり幽霊だというのは考えすぎか。
Substance. She has substance. Of course she's not a ghost. How silly of me.
オカリン、まずくね。
Karen, I don't think that's a good idea. I poke Kurisu's cheeks with my fingers. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I have ever touched one.
おい。
Hey. Wait a minute. We already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. And I still doubted that she had substance? That's just proof of how confused I am. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Rodicon? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like the mass disappearance? That's right. She was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. Don't do this. This requires further investigation. No. I grabbed the hem of her blouse and slowly lift it.
己は警察に突き出されたいのか?
Are you trying to get yourself arrested?
俺は真実を知りたいだけだ。
I just want to know the truth. I stare straight back at Kurisu as she trembles with anger and lifts her blouse a little higher.
何が真実よ、この変態！バカなの？死ぬの？
What truth, you perv? You stupid? Wanna die? She pushes my hand away.
ルイスちゃんの名台詞。来たこれ。
Luis Chan's famous line for the win. What? The main heroine of the anime, the familiar of 10, is Tsundere. Her voice actress is the queen of Tsundere, Sugimiya Rie. Nicknamed Sugyu. Zaru shouts out something silly, but I ignore him and press Kurisu.
俺は確かに見たのだ。
I know what I saw.
まさかあんた、今、私の下着を。
No, wait. Did you just see my under... Kurisu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down.
この手の目がそうではない。
No, you fool, not that! Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabichi's presentation, someone killed Makise Kurisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explain everything that I saw.
ドクター、中鉢。
Wait, Dr. Nakabachi?
オカリン何言ってるん？中鉢の発表会なら中止になったじゃん。
What are you talking about, Okurin? Dr. Nakabachi's presentation was cancelled.
中止？
Cancelled?
そう。人工衛星の墜落で。
Yeah, because of the satellite crash. Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sort of sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy?
ねえ、ちょっとあなた。
excuse me,
我が名は法院京馬だ。
my name is Hyoin Kyoma.
違うよ。全然違うよ。
Really, man, you're hopeless.
法院さん、今の話詳しく教えてほしいんですが。
Okay, Hyoin-san, I'd like to hear your story in more detail. Japanese employ a system of name suffixes that define a speaker's relationship to the addressee. The common honorifics are as follows. San, the most common honorific, used with strangers, people of equal status, and in general when one needs to be polite. When used in this given name, Hyoma-san, it indicates a closer relationship. Kun, an informal name suffix generally used for male friends or male subordinates, also used by males towards female subordinates in professional environments. Chan, a diminutive suffix that indicates high affection, usually used for small children, young girls, or between close female friends. Tan, an even more diminutive version of the Chan suffix, most often used for fictional characters, especially anthropomorphizations for added cuteness. Shi, a literary honorific generally used by formal publications such as newspapers. Some otaku, such as Daru, use she regularly. Looks like she finally understands that I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall.
牧瀬さん、そろそろ時間ですし、始めましょう。
Makise-san, it's almost time.
はい。
Huh? Oh, right, thank you. Kurisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room.
オカリン、とりあえず僕らも行こうぜ。
We should go too.
行くとはどういう意味だ。
Go where?
講義を聞きに来たんだろ
To hear the lecture, duh. Ah, that. Daru follows after Kurisu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius Makise Kurisu need to attend a lecture like this? Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture.
今日は私のような若輩者の話を聞きに来てくださってありがとう。
I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today.
講義をする方だったのか。
She's the one giving the lecture. Japan's famous girl genius Makise Kurisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATF. I'd forgotten all about it.
こういうのは初めてなので緊張してますが、ガチガチなのは多めに見てください。どうぞよろしく。
It's my first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous. The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there are also a couple of professors, and Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever, I still don't like her. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at Radicon how cunning and aggressive she really is. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct.
今回タイムマシーンをテーマに話してほしいと言われまして、正直専門外なのですが、頑張って話してみようと思います。
For today's lecture, I've been asked to speak on the subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll try my best.
タイムマシンか。
Time travel? Oh.
最初に結論を言ってしまうと、タイムマシンなんていうのはバカらしい代物だということです。
Let me start by saying that time travel is an absurd concept.
意義あり。
Igari? I can't do it right, but that's sounds like Phoenix Wright. Objection. Huh? Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girl's drivel.
タイムマシンが作れないと決めつけるのは早計だ。
It's presumptuous of you to claim that time travel is
オカ
absurd.
リン、無茶しやがって。
Poke it in, you magnificent fool. Sitting at my side, Daru throws me a small salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away.
まあ、はい、いいですよ。ディスカッション形式の方が話も弾むでしょうし。
Okay. It's fine, I guess. It'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that.
でもその前に、私の考えを話させてください。
But before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject.
これまで世界中の科学者たちがタイムトラベルについての理論を提唱してきました。主な理論だけでも11に及びます。
Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travels? I've heard about the cosmic string theory, at least. The 11 theories.
中性子星理論、ブラックホール理論、高速理論、
Neutron star theory, black hole theory, light speed theory.
タキオン理論、ワームホール理論、エキゾチック物質理論、
Tachyon theory, wormhole theory, exotic matter theory.
宇宙紐理論、量子重力理論、セシウムレーザー光理論、
Cosmic string theory, quantum gravity theory, cesium laser theory.
素粒子リングレーザー理論、ディラック反粒子理論、
Elementary particle ring and laser theory, Dirac antiparticle theory. Not bad. Perhaps Makise Kurisu is a worthy rival after all.
それらの理論はいずれも仮説の域を出ません。
However, all of these models are purely theoretical.
場合によっては11個の中の別の理論によって否定されているものさえある。
Some of them even contradict each other.
では12番目の理論が発見されたとしたらどうかな。
Well, what if someone comes up with the 12th model?
そうです。それは
Right. Well,
13番目の理論によって否定されるかもしれませんね。
it could be contradicted by the 13th model now, couldn't it? Damn, she twisted my question and used it against me. Touché, genius girl. Suddenly I feel eyes on me. Some puffed up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off now.
ちなみに未来へのタイムトラベルなら今すぐにでも可能ですよ。アインシュタインの相対性理論によればね。
By the way, time travel to the future is available to us right now, according to Einstein's special theory of relativity. Refers to both Einstein's special theory of relativity, published in 1905, and his general theory of relativity, published in 1916, represented by the famous equation E equals mc squared. The special theory of relativity is defined by the following axioms. Objects cannot travel faster than the speed of light. As velocity approaches the speed of light, the passage of time approaches zero. As velocity approaches the speed of light, length approaches zero. As velocity approaches the speed of light, mass approaches infinity. The general theory of relativity adds the following axioms. In the presence of a large gravitational fields, the passage of time slows down. In the presence of large gravitational fields, space curves. In the presence of a large gravitational fields, mass increases.
例えば今すぐ羽田空港に行ってそこから沖縄行きあたりの飛行機に乗ればいい。目的地に降り立った時その人は10億分の1秒くらい私より未来に進んでいる。
For example, let's say someone were to go to Haneda Airport and board a plane headed to Okinawa. Upon arrival, that person would be about 100 millionth of a second farther into the future than I am. What does that
移動す
mean?
る速さが高速に近づけば近づくほど時間は遅く流れる。それが相対性理論ですから。
According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light.
極論を言えば光と同じほどの速さで走ることができたら 流れる時間はその人だけ半分になるわけね。
For example, if you could run at nearly the speed of light, you could reach a point where time only moves half as fast for you.
24時間その速度で走り続ければ、周囲では48時間が経ったことになるから、丸1日分未来へ飛んだことになるんですよ。おーい、どうもさん。
If you were to keep running at that speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse in the rest of the world, meaning you would jump one day in the future. Understand, Hyo and Koma? Why are you singling me out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makise Kurisu wants to pick a fight. Wish that she hadn't said my name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name.
それはへりくつではないかな。
But that's not really time travel, is it? Now Professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makise Kurisu's example isn't strictly time travel per se, but I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience.
そうですね。
Yes, you're right. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old girl, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. A normal 18-year-old girl would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor, and yet Makise Kurisu's giving off an aura of gutsiness that says, I can take this guy on.
では過去には行けるのかな。
Then what about going to the past?
過去にだって今すぐ行けますよ。夜になったら望遠鏡で空を覗いてみてください。何万年も前の光を見ることができるでしょ。
Going to the past is possible right now. Take a look at the star. Take a look at the sky at night. You can see the light from tens of thousands of years ago, can't you?
それもへりくつですよ。
That's not time travel either. This time it's a nearby student who objects.
まあ、今までのは前置き。
Well, I was just getting started. Was it just me, or did Kurisu look a little nervous just now?
例えば実際に皆さんが体ごと過去や未来へ行くことができるようなタイムマシンを作るにはまず何が必要か考えてみましょう。
Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need?
代表的なところだと宇宙紐理論かワームホール理論かな。
Best candidates for this are cosmic strings and wormholes.
宇宙紐というのは超巨大な質量を持つ紐みたいな形のひび割れです。
Cosmic string is a string-shaped crevice with extreme mass. String-shaped crevice? That must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist?
ひびの幅は素粒子と同じぐらいで、長さは最低でも銀河系と同じくらいと思っていただければいいです。
The crevice is about as wide as elementary particle, and at least as long as the diameter of a galaxy. Elementary particle, the smallest unit of matter. However, the definition of what constitutes an elementary particle is unclear. Certain elementary particles have a corresponding antiparticle with opposite charge.
これは巨大な質量であるがゆえに時空を歪める性質を持っているんです。その歪んだ時空を紐を中心にあなたがぐるっと一周すると360度以内で回りきることができる。
It has immense mass, so it distorts space-time. If you were to travel through that distortion, you could make a full circle around the string in less than 360 degrees.
要するにワープみたいなことができるということ。これ時空の角度欠損って言います。
In short, you could do something resembling a warp. This is called a space-time angular deficit.
角度欠損しているところを通過するとそこは欠損しちゃってますので通過時間はゼロになる。
When you pass through an area of angular deficit, transit time becomes zero.
これを応用して宇宙紐が高速に近い速さで運動していると
Now we apply this to a cosmic string moving at near light speed.
相対性理論により宇宙紐の時間は周囲より遅くなるから歪んでいる角度欠損の領域を通過すると本来ゼロだった通過時間がマイナスになる。
According to the special theory of relativity, Time will flow slower for the cosmic string in relation to its surroundings. Therefore, passing through the area... Oh, she didn't voice this. Therefore, passing through the area of angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0.
つまり通過後の方が過去になっているわけ。
In other words, you would arrive in the past after transit.
で、2本の宇宙紐を使って空間欠損ジャンプを行い、元の地点まで周回するように戻ってくると、ちょうど周回を開始したのと同じ時間に戻ってくることができる。
If you use 2 cosmic strings, you can do a space deficit jump. If you loop back to your original location, you can return to the same time you started revolving.
ざっくり言っちゃうと、それが宇宙紐理論によるタイムトラベルです。
And that, roughly speaking, is time travel by means of cosmic strings.
ちなみに誤解しないでほしいのは、宇宙紐理論は超紐理論とは別物ということです。
By the way, just so nobody misunderstands, cosmic strings are not the same as superstrings. Superstring theory. In physics, the theory that all matter in the universe is composed of strings, the vibrations of which manifest as the elementary particles. This theory, which posits 11 dimensions, is currently impossible to prove experimentally. However, it's said that if this theory is proven, it will explain all phenomena from the birth and the scope of the universe to the macro level, to elementary particles like quarks on a micro level.
というわけで、宇宙紐理論で過去へ行くために用意するものは3つ。
Now then, you need 3 things in order to travel to the past with cosmic strings.
その1、宇宙紐。これは2つ必要です。あ、ちなみに宇宙紐って生まれたばかりの宇宙にしかないという過程なので、探すのはかなり骨が折れるかも。
First, the cosmic strings themselves, 2 strings to be exact. By the way, they are hypothesized to exist only where the universe was first formed, so they may be a little hard to find.
その2、仮に宇宙紐を見つけてきたら、それを光に近い速さで運動させるためのエネルギーが必要です。
Second, you would need the energy required to make them move at near light speed.
銀河と同じ長さのひび割れを光並みに加速させるには、どのくらいのエネルギーがいるんでしょうね。少なくとも 1.21 ジゴワット以上なのは確かです。
How much energy do you think you'd need to accelerate something as long as the Milky Way to near the speed of light? I'm pretty sure it's a little more than 1.21 gigawatts. This earns a few chuckles from the audience.
その3、宇宙紐があるところまで行って戻ってくるための宇宙船。タイムトラベルする人はこれに乗らないといけません。
Third, you need a spaceship capable of reaching these cosmic strings and returning. With time traveler alive, of course.
どうです？オーインさん。宇宙紐理論でのタイムトラベル、挑戦できると思いますか？
What do you think, Hyoen-san? Care to take on the challenge of cosmic string time travel? Like that's even possible. Why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time.
オーインさんは宇宙紐理論には挑戦したくないようですね。
Looks like Hyoen-san doesn't want to take the challenge.
だったら、もう一つ例に挙げたワームホール理論はどうです？こちらは宇宙紐理論よりはもうちょっと現実的かもしれません。
In that case, let's consider wormholes. They may be a little more realistic than cosmic strings.
ところでホーインさん、ワームホールってどんなものか知ってますか？
By the way, Hyoen-san, do you know what wormholes are? No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered.
空間に開いた抜け道のようなものだろう。
It's like a shortcut through space, right?
ね、そうです。
Yes, that's correct. Phew, I got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief.
2つの穴があって、それはトンネルでつながっている。トンネルは通過時間0で通り抜けられる。2つの穴がどれだけ離れていてもね。
There are 2 wormholes joined by a tunnel. No matter how far away the wormholes are, transit time through the tunnel is 0.
だけど、ここで残念なお知らせ。ワームホールのトンネルは超重力がかかっていて、開通すると同時に潰れちゃいます。
But oh no, there's a problem. Wormhole tunnel suffers from supergravity and collapses as soon as it opens.
だからかかる重力を無効化するために何らかの細工をしなくちゃダメなの。
So we need something to negate the effect of gravity.
いわゆるエキゾチック物質。これはマイナスの重さを持つ物質で重力に反発するんです。
So-called exotic matter, a substance with negative mass, which repulses other matter. Negative mass, huh? Is it something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kurisu raises her right fist.
こうやってむぎゅーっとグーを作ってる状態がワームホールのトンネルです。
Say that the wormhole tunnel is being squished by an invisible
こ
fist.
こを通るためには手の中に私が握ろうとする力に反発する何かを作ってむぎゅーっとできなくしないとダメということですね。
In order to pass through, you need something that could oppose my fist's grasping force so that I can't squish anymore. Kurisu opens her fists.
エキゾチック物質を注入してワームホールを安定させれば瞬間移動は可能になります。でもタイムトラベルをするにはそこからもう一手間必要。
If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter injection, instantaneous travel between wormholes become possible. To travel through time, however, takes a little more effort.
ここでは仮にワームホールの入り口側の穴がこの秋葉原に、出口側にある穴が LA にあるとしましょう。
For example, let's say there's a wormhole entrance here in Akihabara, and the exit is in Los Angeles.
まず LA にある穴を光に近い速さで宇宙の果てまで飛ばしちゃってください。そして果てまで行ったらすぐに LA に引っ張り戻す。
First, we send the wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe at near the speed of light. And once it's there, we yank it back to LA. How?
相対性理論により光の速さで動くと時間は遅く流れる。 LA に戻ってきた穴は秋葉原にある穴よりも過去にあるということになります。
According to the special theory of relativity, time slows down for objects moving at the speed of light, meaning the hole that returned to LA would be further in the past than the Akihabara hole.
というわけでその状態で法王院さんがワームホールに飛び込んだら数年前の LA に行けるでしょう。
So now, if Hyoin-san jumped through the wormhole, he'd arrive in LA several years before he
で
left.
もこの時点ではまだタイムトラベルをしたことにはなりません。疑似的なタイムトラベルです。いわゆる浦島効果ね。
However, this still can't be called true time travel. It only seems that way. It's called the Urashima effect. Oh, 1.21 gigawatts. Originates from a 1980s trilogy of Hollywood movies about time travel, about time machines, and time paradoxes. In the first movie, the inventor said that time machine needed 1.21 gigawatts of power to travel through time. In reality, the unit gigawatt does not exist. The scriptwriter made a spelling mistake. The correct unit is gigawatt. In special relativity, a phenomenon originating from the fact that time slows down as an object approaches the speed of light. For example, imagine that an astronaut travels to a nearby star and back at close to the speed of light. This trip might take a few years from the astronaut's perspective, but he would return to Earth to find that thousands of years have passed in his absence.
重要なのはこの後 LA から秋葉原にもう一度ワームホールを通って戻ること。そうするとその通過時間はゼロなので
The important part is to return to Akihabara from LA through the wormhole once more, since the transit time is
法
zero.
王院さんが数年前の秋葉原に戻ってくるわけです。これでタイムトラベルは完了。
Hyoin-san will return to Akihabara several years in the past. Time travel complete.
ワームホール理論に必要なものは宇宙紐より楽ですよ。
The prerequisites for wormhole time travel are simpler than the ones for cosmic string travel.
その1、ワームホールそのもの。 この宇宙のどこかにもしかしたらあるかもしれません。見つけた人はまだ誰もいませんが。
First, the wormhole itself. They may exist somewhere in the universe, but nobody has ever seen one.
その2、ワームホールの穴を光並みの速さで宇宙の果てまで往復させることのできるエネルギー。
Second, the energy required to move a wormhole to the end of the universe and back at near light speed.
その3、エキゾチック物質。ちなみにこれ、実在は確認されてません。
Third, exotic matter, which, by the way, has not been confirmed to exist. So, implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort.
バカらしいと最初に言った理由は分かってもらえましたか？
Now, do you see what I mean when I said that time travel is an absurd concept?
タイムトラベルの理論はどれも思考実験です。それらの理論からでは実際にタイムマシンを作ることはできないということ。それが私からの回答です。
Time travel theories are all just thought experiments. Not one of them can create a viable time machine. That is my answer.
もっと簡単なものはないんですか？例えば机の引き出しを開けるだけで使えるものとか。
Isn't there anything simpler? Like something you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something?
ないですね。
I'm afraid not. A firm declaration.
結局、現代の物理学じゃそこが限界。10年後にはどうなってるか分かりませんが。
This is the limit of modern physics. I can't say how it might change in 10 years, though.
それに、仮にもっと簡単に過去へ行ける方法が発見されたとしても、実際に行けるとは限らない。
Besides, even if someone did overcome the logistical requirements, there may be other factors that prevent time travel from
因
working.
果率に関する根本的な問題が解決されていませんから。
And that's because fundamental problems concerning the principle of causality have not yet been solved. A scientific and philosophical principle that states that every event has a cause, and it is by that cause that an effect is produced. The theory of relativity is founded upon this principle. However, quantum physicists have observed microscale phenomena that do not appear to obey the principle of causality.
タイムパラドックス、質量保存の法則。
You mean time paradoxes and conservation of mass? The mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would suddenly be an extra massive time machine and its pilot in the past. I remember reading in a book, not a terribly reputable book, but still, that such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger, though.
質量保存の法則を宇宙のようなマクロレベル、あるいは原子や素粒子などのミクロレベルの仕組みに当てはめるのは誤りです。
If you think that conservation of mass applies to macro systems like the universe or microsystems like atoms or elementary particles, you're mistaken. What? Is that true? She's laughing at my reaction. That little... Gah, how mortifying.
あれは化学反応に対する法則でしかないから。現代物理学においては全く成立しない。
Conservation of mass only applies to chemical reactions. It doesn't hold in modern physics at
無
all.
から有は生み出せますから。
Something can come from nothing. Wow, that's pretty amazing.
では何が問題となるのかね。
Then what is the problem?
タイムパラドックスはタイムパラドックスでも、親殺しのパラドックスの方です。
The time paradox of time paradoxes. In other words, the grandfather paradox. Well, that thing where you kill your own ancestors before you were born?
そのパラドックスの解が導き出されない限り、タイムトラベルは実現できない。絶対に。
As long as this paradox goes unsolved, time travel can never be realized. Never.
殺さなければいいんじゃないの？
What if you just don't kill them?
そんな単純な問題じゃありません。SF 映画と同じように考えるのはとても危険です。あなたが消えるだけじゃ済まされない。
You can't think of it like a sci-fi movie. It's not just about your family tree. There are far greater dangers than that. Really, it doesn't seem that
矛
dangerous.
盾が生じることは因果率の崩壊、相対性理論の崩壊、さらにはこの世のすべての物理法則の崩壊を意味するのよ。
Any paradox, no matter how small, would cause the total collapse of causality, relativity, and every other physical law in existence.
パラドックスは理論上の思考実験に過ぎない。現実に起きることはないし、起きてはいけないことなんです。
Paradoxes are nothing more than thought experiments. They cannot occur in reality, and they should not.
だから、たとえ 0.00001% でも起きる可能性のあるどんな行動も絶対に実行には移せない。そう考える方が自然じゃないですか？
Nothing that even has a 0.00001% chance of causing a paradox can happen. The universe won't allow it. Would you say this is the logical conclusion?
多世界解釈や自己無矛盾の原理っていう抜け道もありますが、個人的にはファンタジーすぎると思うので認めたくないですね。
There may be loopholes, like parallel worlds, or the self-consistency principle, but those seem too much like fantasy for me to accept. I grind my teeth. When I see Makise Kurisu looking at me with her composed expression, I avert my eyes. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Makise Kurisu truly is a genius. Alright, all you cool cats, I'm going to end the episode here, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's really getting interesting. I'm a little... So, I'm guessing there was... I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So whenever he sent that message to Daru, he initiated some sort of time travel. I don't quite... Like, it's really hard for me to, like, grasp on what is happening in total, but I'm really interested in the game so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. If you did like this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, subscribed, and I hope to see all of you cool cats in the next video. Bye bye!